What's up? I am live. This is the Bearded Outdoorsman. My name is Doug. Welcome to the live stream. All right. I figured out a way to get that in there. So I'm going to say this before people start jumping in. If you're watching this after the fact, go ahead, answer the questions, drop them in the comments, answer the questions, and because people can still see them. Yeah. You know, I mean, they're questions. Just go ahead and answer because we're going to ask some questions tonight. So, all right, let's get situated. I always have to readjust this thing. If you're new here, sorry. If you've watched one or two, you know that I finagle with this thing all night long, and my chair squeaks, and all of that fun stuff. So, let's click over a couple tabs, make sure everything's going well, and da 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 da. All right, what are we looking for here? Let's see. Just trying to get everything rolling like it's supposed to. Keep things moving along here tonight. I don't know how long we're going to be on. I am exhausted. So let's uh let's see how long we're going to be on tonight. I don't know, but we will see. And this tells me that it is upcoming. Why is that video not going where it needs to go? So, all right, as always, you know me. We've got technical difficulties. We're going to get these sorted out very shortly. So just bear with me. If you're watching, first question we're going to ask, well, where are you watching from? Are you watching from a different country? Are you watching from whatever state? Drop that in the comments. Where is everyone watching from? Let's see if we can get this going. All right. Looks like we're actually up and running. All right. Now, let's make sure we got our because I'm having to go back. All right, so I'm going back to my old platform, or I tried the old platform, still couldn't figure it out. So we're still using StreamYard and just working on that, trying to get it all squared away and situated. So it's a little bit of a challenge. I'm I'm okay with some technology, but I am not 100% tech savvy. Okay, there's some of this stuff that is very new to me. Live streams, hence that. Yeah, so live streams are very new to me. So I have it's been a very much of a learning curve, and I've been in with it, and I think it's doing okay. I want to get a few more uh, live views than what we've been getting. We've been getting a lot of uh, replays, and that's fine. That's great. But what I want from the replay, folks, is go in and comment, answer these questions that we're asking, because they're not just privied to the live stream. So they're for everybody to answer. And looks like we're having a problem with our thumbnail. So let's get in here and fix that real quick. Like, um, give me 1 second. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. It is uh 9 p.m. here on the East Coast, and I'm trying, guys. It is a little bit tedious. I have no moderators. It's just me solo. Um, but all right, now see if we get this to work. Trying to see what kind of lag there is. What's up? Are you done with your IG live? I'm just playing around with technical difficulties. You know, they happen, and it's just one of those things we just have to deal with, right? Um, just one of those things that we have to deal with. But so True North, if you're watching this, whether it be replay, live, whatever, True North has got some amazing things coming out. So definitely be watching for them. I did review True North. What was that? It was a couple months ago. And amazing, amazing products. I can say that. Um, Definitely some amazing products. So go check them out. They've got a bunch of stuff coming down the pipe, and I highly suggest you checking them out. Not an affiliate, none of that, but I can say firsthand from someone who used their products for an entire month that they have some really good products. So if you're new to my channel and you don't know how I do reviews, I do product testing for 1 full month. I don't use products for 3 days and give you a review. That is not okay. I use products for an entire month. So I can tell you, how did they do in my beard? Morning, noon, and night. How did they do during the day? A full day. All of that kind of stuff. I can tell you that True North stood out. Amazing scents and amazing products. So blenders, yes, we're going to talk about blenders in a little while. They are an awesome, awesome company. I love the sunglasses. I've got one, two, three, four, five, maybe six pair of blenders, and thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy them. So, and this is still giving me problems with my thumbnail. Still technical difficulties. It's like every week there's something. Every week there's some kind of problem. But anyway, so my first question, well, I guess my second question. My first question was, where is everybody from? Where are you watching from? Second question is, what do you have in beard? What company do you have in beard, or what scent profile? Um, for me, I'm still using the Old Dogs beard oils that I picked up from Etsy. That is our August company, so I am still rocking them. So I'm doing like four things at one time. So bear with me a little bit here. We're gonna get rolling, I promise. So it's just gonna take just a minute. From device, trying to resize. Excuse me. It's telling me that my thumbnail is too large. So we are having to try to fix that. Let's see if this works. Let's see. Yes. Download. Where is it at? view and share. I'm just trying all kind of stuff here, guys. It is not. I mean, it's like every week there's something. What's up, Trey? I had to look close. Couldn't tell if that said True or Trey. But what's up, Trey? Where you from, Trey? What what state you what state you watching from? I got some I got some technical difficulties I'm working on trying to get some stuff squared away. It's not going in my favor. I got it's always something. I'm telling you. Every week it has been something. I can't. All right, now, let's try it again. LaGrange, Georgia. That's right. That's right. My mind. I'm telling you, when I'm frazzled from these technical difficulties, it's got me all kind of frazzled. So I'm trying to get my thumbnail to work because it's wanting to pull my old thumbnail from last week and put on the video. So if I can get that going. You were. I'm sorry. That's my fault. My fault. There's a lot of things going on right now. We're state mates. That is right. That is right. So I've got a long list of things that I want to talk about tonight. Um, a little bit longer than last week. So we'll see how it goes and if we can stay, if I can stay on topic and on point and flowing. That will be a win for all of us. So let me try this one more time. Aha, it worked. All right. Now I'm back with 100% attention. All right. So, True North, I don't know if they're still in here or not, but True North jumped in. I watched one of their little IG live streams a little earlier, probably about 30 minutes ago. True North has some amazing products. Artist Man, I have not used Artist Man in a very long time, but they were some really good products. I think I purchased, what did I purchase? I think all I used was their oil. I think I had two oils, or either an oil and a sample, but I cannot remember the scents. So, but they did have some really good stuff. So, and True North was on here a little earlier, and excuse me, they've got a bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline, and I just used them a couple months ago, and really good products. So definitely check them out. So, a couple things we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about my setup. So I've kind of hit on it a little bit in most of my live streams, just because I like giving a plug for what I'm using. It was not sent to me for free. I paid for everything that I'm using, and so this is just a podcast bundle from Amazon. It's about $60, but it's the microphone, the boom, the board, all the cables and cords that you need. It does take some trial and error to figure it out. But that's what we have for our microphone. It did come with wired earbuds. That's what I'm listening to myself in. And then for my camera, the Akaso Brave 7LE. I love the Akaso cameras. They're budget friendly, and I've yet to side by side compare one to a GoPro, but I bet it would hold up to a GoPro. That's just my thoughts. But I've bought every one of them that I have. I have 5 different Akaso cameras, and they are amazing. So this one is the Brave 7LE. They do have newer models. But all of this, I've got this. If you're interested in starting live stream, podcast, whatever, I've got this set up here, as well as the camera linked in the description below. So you can go check that out over on Amazon if you are interested. All right, let's see. I actually used to be an affiliate for Man. Um, I never got my reviews. I can't remember how many I did, but my reviews never got enough sales for me to actually get anything from them. Uh, it got a few, but not enough for. There's usually a minimum for you to get it, and so I never got anything. But I did do their reviews, and so yeah. So the next thing I have on my list is Nomadic Box. So I just dropped a video Saturday, I believe, about Nomadic Box. I kind of hinted on it last week in the live stream. Nomadic Box has done away with their monthly subscription boxes. They've done away with it. All you can subscribe to now are the quarterly boxes, and they are um they're really awesome. But they have just the quarterly boxes. You can't do the subscription of the monthly. You can, however, go on their website and you can order the monthly boxes individually. So if you saw one that I unboxed and talked about that you liked, you can get over to their website and you can purchase it. They actually just ran a 1 day sale where you could get a monthly box for 20 bucks. Regular price is like 40, almost $50. So they ran a special for 1 day only that you could get it for 20 bucks, 19.99. So I posted that on IG. I'm telling you, be watching for those because I think they're just trying to get rid of those old boxes. And if that's the case, they'll probably do another sale. So be watching for that. Use Dan C's discount code. Yep. I don't remember if they ever gave me a discount code, but I was an affiliate. So I had a link to it, but I don't remember if I had an actual discount code. It was 3 years ago, I think, when I used them, maybe even four. Um, I've had my channel for 6 years. Actually, may have been 4 or 5 years ago since I used Man. But it's one of those companies that I've been doing this for 6 years. I won't say a long time. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I can see a company name and go, okay, I've used them before. But there's only a handful that stand out as being memorable, and Man was one of them. So yes. All right. So if we can get 15 people, I have a little eyeball on my screen that tells me how many are watching. If we can get 15 people on this live stream at one time, we're giving this away. I'm giving this Grand Trunk starter hammock with two tree straps away tonight. But again, we got to get 15 people on here at one time. That's what I've said for 2 weeks now, and we haven't done it. So, but we've got to get 15 for me to do it. The first company you ordered from. The first company that I ordered from was I, I can't remember. It was either Duke Cannon or it was Grave Before Shave. One of those two was the first company I ever used. Um, I think it is Trey. I think it's just me and you. Um, I put it out there. I'm fixing to share it one more time, and we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can get. Da, da, da. See if I can get this shared. Try to get a few more people in here. But yeah, I know my first. Well, I think my first beard product review was Duke Cannon, the best damn beard oil, and but I can't remember if that was my first one I used or if it was just the first one. Um, Live Bearded, yes, I've used them. I won. That's I actually used Live Bearded. I actually won a product bundle from somebody on Instagram, and that was my first experience with them, and I was pleased. Because sometimes I will say that sometimes with the big, and at that time, they weren't as big as they got, but I've really just liked dealing with the small companies. Sometimes when they get real big, I feel like quality goes away just a touch. It can. I don't know if it does always, but I know it can. Um, so that's what I'm always concerned about, and just really a concern with me. But I have used Live Bearded. To me, their scents were really good that I had, but I think Artius Man is better than Live Bearded, in my opinion. The sample pack from Live Bearded, yep. Um, I can't remember. I did a review on it, but I can't remember what products it was that I got in that bundle. I won it. I won a couple things. It was a bundle. It was Live Bearded and Dry Duck, a company called Dry Duck, DRIDUCK, Dry Duck. I won a backpack, a T-shirt, and some beard stuff from Live Bearded. So, and that was a long time ago. We're talking old school now, old stuff. What's up, Andrew? Welcome. You haven't missed a whole lot. We're reminiscing. I'm talking about the first beard products that I used. Um, I started my channel in 2018, and honestly I didn't know much about beard products much prior to that. I had very recently started using beard products when I started my channel. So Grave Before Shave and Duke Cannon were my first two. Which order? I don't remember, but that was the order, and I do remember that the Grave Before Shave. I don't remember if it was a. It may have been a butter was the first thing I used from them. Um, and I know a lot of people start out with Honest Amish just because it's there for a long time. It was one of the only beard oils you could get at a big box retail store. First one you used was Bulldog. I got you. Sometimes that's where it starts. I mean, you start with what you're introduced to, and I don't I don't remember how I was introduced to the stuff, any of it. So, Honest Amish is really good. I think they've grown, and there are some products that I've used that I don't care for. They work, I just didn't care for. Um, I've reviewed them a number of times on my channel, and actually, they sent me some stuff to test and review at one point. They were actually part of Year of the Beard one year. So, but a lot of people start with them just because, well, had used to started with them because for a long time they were the only beard oil that was on the shelf in a big box retail store, and so they got in there first. They jumped on it, and they really do have quality stuff for a reasonable price. So I can say that about them. There's just a few things. I can't remember which product it was. It may have been just the scent that they had that I really didn't care for, but they're original, they're basic. These are really good, especially a good starter oil. All right. Hmm. But that's the two I started with, and we've come a long way since then. Um, when I was building my website or building my new website, I was trying to put links and list all the companies I've used. Bought something from Target once. Yeah, and the thing is, if you're new to beards or beard products and you don't know what to look for, or even if you're not new to beard products and you just don't look at the label, it looks like it's a good company and you get it, you might get shafted a little bit. Um, that's kind of the reason why I did that video a couple weeks ago about 4 things to know about with beard oil. Tips that you need to know whether you're new, experienced, whatever. These are the 4 principles that I believe are key when it comes to picking something. But, um, but I was listing out all those companies and trying to put links to the videos where I talked about that company, and I was like, I've reviewed a lot of beard oils over the years. So, my favorite scent, I am a sucker for anything with tobacco. Gunpowder and lead, that is a very good scent. Um, when it comes to beard products, I am a sucker for anything with tobacco. I like finding somebody who puts a new twist on it or a little bit different than just the basic is tobacco and vanilla. And that may be why I like it so much because that was the scent from um my mind just went blank. Um the first company one of the first companies I used. That was that was the scent. It was tobacco vanilla and I loved it. So I don't know if that's why it has stuck with me, but it definitely I like the anything with tobacco that's prominent enough to smell. There's a couple other scents that I like. I never what crazy was I was never a huge fan of like the citrusy humidor. Yes. I never tried it, but I watched a couple of videos of about it, and I really wanted to get it, but I just never did. I was in the middle of like Year of the Beard or something when I heard about it. Um, but the I was never really a fan of the citrusy type scents, and then somebody sent me a bottle during Year of the Beard, and I really liked it. But I think they have their time and their place. I don't think in December I'm gonna wear citrus scent and be okay with it. To me, tobacco and like a tobacco bourbon or tobacco vanilla or a tobacco leather is year round. I think I used King Koopa. They're redoing it to tobacco, vanilla, citrus. That sounds really, really good. Leather. Leather leather has to be a certain leather. I have gotten a leather scent from a company before, and that's neat. Whew, can't fight that too long. I did have a leather scent from a company, and my wife's reaction to the scent was it smelled like a hospital. Thank you, Andrew. It smelled like a hospital. It smelled like cleaning stuff. It didn't smell like raw leather. I don't know what it was, but yeah, that's leather's kind of hit or miss. So I'm always kind of leery. Now I did just use a leather cedar, cedar wood and leather, and it was really good. So and I'm sweating. My AC up here is not working very well tonight. I'm sitting in a leather chair, and yeah, it it can be bad. Now, and what I found, and this is the other thing, why I like to test a product for a month as opposed to 2 days or 3 days, is what I have found. Number one, you can't get a true idea or representation of a company or products in 2 days, not even 3 days. Um, so I want to do it for a month so I can see how it works. Notable beard company? No, I have never heard of them. Send me their information. My wife doesn't. I got to. I got to show this one. My wife doesn't like any scent. I tried on unscented one, but it seems kind of gross smelling to me. Yes, some of the unscented stuff it it has too much of the carrier in it. That's why I like the scented stuff. But I have, and 2, what I've noticed, you guys have been using beard products for a while too, so, um, you might be able to tell me if you agree with this or not. An unscented beard oil, to me, seems like it goes bad faster than a scented beard oil. Scents are all history inspired. Knickerbocker. Oh, yes, I will definitely check them out. I will check them out. Notable beard company. Let me check them out right now. Um, but in my personal opinion, I think an unscented beard oil goes bad, gets pungent sooner than a scented one. Does it really get that way, or is it just there's nothing there to cover that up? I don't know, but I can tell you the unscented beard oils I have and I've used seem to not last quite as long as the scented stuff. Oh, you sent me a link. Thank you, Andrew. All right, I will check them out when we get off here. We've It's been proven that I can't do more than the one thing at the time. I get sidetracked. So, um, but old dog, old dog's beard oil is what I'm using this month. They're a very small batch. When I made my order, they had 25 sales on Etsy. I do not know how long they had been on there, but the oil is phenomenal. And the what's up, ACR? Um, and the oil is phenomenal. The balm is really good. It's thick. It's got beeswax in it. It's thick, and that's the other thing that I'm more of an oil guy than I am balms and butters, really, because I can neither do with or without with the length of my beard when it comes to balm. Butter I like, but I like to use it at night because it helps condition overnight and it makes it where I have less tangles. Here lately, for the last I think 2 months, I've been not applying any heat, so I like to give a good condition at night, which makes it better in the morning. Everything go a little smoother. Um, and that's just my personal opinion. The ones that I've had, I feel like they have gone bad. So go check yours out and let me know what you think about that. But and I've said it in a number of videos is um, with the balms and butters. If that carrier blend is too strong, I'm not a fan. I want that butter to smell like that oil. And if that means putting more fragrance in there, more essential oils, more whatever, you got to do it. You got to make that can smell like that bottle. Because if I put in tobacco and cedar in oil and then I come behind it with a balm that smells like carrier blend, I, I'm not going to smell the tobacco and cedar anymore. All I'm going to smell is that carrier blend, and I'm not a huge fan. And I have told companies that. I mention it in videos, but what you guys don't see in videos a lot of times when companies, I don't do it a whole lot now because I'm purchasing the stuff, so I'll say it in the video. But when companies were sending me products for like Year of the Beard, I'm I'm behind the scenes. I'm talking to the company throughout the month, and I'm telling them, "Hey, here's a problem. Like you got to put more scent in this balm or this butter because it's overpowering, and I can't smell what I'm intended to smell. So you got to fix that. Like that's a problem." So so I'm going to apologize in advance because my wife just pulled up with my 4 kids, and I don't know if it's going to get loud. It's going to get crazy. I'm hoping they don't just show up upstairs. So we'll see. I'm going to keep rolling. Um, so I'm gonna throw this out there. If you're not already, go check out all of my socials, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on Threads. Check out my website. All of that. Yes, Andrew, the louder the better. I want those scents to pop. I want them, and just because I'm not necessarily expecting a scent that's gonna last 12 hours. I want a scent it can last 5 hours. I can go nose blind. That is fine, but I want it to go long enough without it smelling bad. Like, I don't wanna put something in that's gonna make it smell bad. Um, yeah, the kids, yeah, I heard the kids too. They keep waiting on one of them to pop up here. Anyway, so it this it's just I think just a happy medium on that I don't know if the companies realize it or maybe sometimes they get nose blind because they're smelling the same scent while they're mixing it. I don't know. But that's just one of my pet peeves is I don't want to put something in. I don't want to put in two products and one smell they're supposed to be scented the same, and then one covering up the other. I am not making my own beard oils. I thought about it before, but I have way too much on my plate to try to make beard oils. Um, I'm gonna stick with reviewing beard oils. I've given companies suggestions. Um, I've had a couple companies reach out with options of collaborations. I've given them ideas, and then they ghost me. So there's that. But no, I got too much on my plate to try to make any. If I were to make any beard oils, it would just be for me. Um, definitely would not try to jump on that horse. I think it's a very saturated market right now. That too. I think there are a lot of companies, and I think there are a lot of really good companies. I can say that. Um, I hear you, Andrew. Um, but yeah, nope, I'm not. You haven't missed a whole lot though, Andrew. Other Andrew. Um, I talked about my setup, what I've got going on right here. We've got a Amazon special podcast bundle, which is our board here, our boom, and our microphone. Um, and we're running camera with the Akaso Brave 7LE. The struggle is real. Full time job, wife full time job, starting wife starting back school next week. 4 kids, ages 3 to 10. So yes, life is busy. And then on top of that, got YouTube, and then all the fun stuff that goes along with that, trying to keep everything moving. Um, because if you don't post, people get upset. So you have to keep posting. Um, but that's our setup. Picasso Brave 7LE, Amazon special soundboard with boom and microphone. I've got actually, if anybody wants this, I've actually got it all linked in the description below. So if you want to go check that out. The soundboard, the boom, the mic, the wired earbuds, all that runs about $60 on Amazon. So, let's see. Old dogs. Let's go look. When I made my purchase of old dogs, they had 25 sales. So let's see if my video helped them at all. It shows me my recent search. Uh-oh, there was a problem. I'm in Etsy and it's telling me there's a problem. So let's go a different route. That was just me searching for their company. Let's go to purchases. The shop appears to be closed. So I don't know if this is permanent or temporary. I'm still going to do my final thoughts at the end of the month. I guess I just won't be able to talk about what their Etsy shop looks like. Um, but they are evidently closed right now. So there's that. And I know that they can shut down their shop. I know how Etsy works. They can shut down their shop temporarily because they got a family emergency. So there's that. But hopefully, these are some really good. The oil is amazing. I'm gonna go just spoiler alert. The oil is amazing. The balm is really good. Um, but hopefully they did not close down forever because I think more people, if a few more people tried their products, I think they would blow up. I'm not saying I'm any kind of an influencer that's going to make their shop go crazy, wild sales. Maybe they did sell out and they shut down to revamp. I'm kind of hoping that it's something temporary because, like I said, I've been using their products now for about 15 days, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed because they had 25 sales when I made the purchase, but these products are really, really good. Um, I really didn't know what to expect when I made my purchase, but oh, you are very, very welcome. Um, I actually have another one that I'm working on editing to go live. It's not my Caso brand, but it's another a company that actually reached out to me and sent me one to test and review. So I've got that one. I'm working on editing it. Um, Actually, we'll probably be doing like a two-part review on it, um, because after almost finishing editing, I got a chance to get some real action footage with it, and so I think I'm gonna do that in like kind of a second video. But for me, my go-to brand is Akaso. I love the Akaso cameras. They have a wide range of budget friendly. The one I'm shooting on right now as a webcam is the Brave 7 LE. I just looked it up so I can put the link in the description. It's about 109 bucks on Amazon, and but they do. Let me tell you this, there, Mister Andrew. Uh, they do have a discount code. If you go to Picasso's website, which I think I have their website linked in the description. Yes, in the description, scroll down into the links. The very top block says Acaso. That bit.ly link takes you to the Acaso store. Pretty sure that's going to take you to their website. Um, on their website, yes, I am an affiliate. Just get a little bit, but on their website, use C. I don't know how to put it up on here. Go to a Casa website and type in CAM. So there it is. CAM 18OFF. Do that in the Acaso store and you will save 18% on a camera from their website. That does not work on Amazon. Um, Something for canoeing and kayaking. So that's where I'm going to jump in and tell you the Brave 7 LE is waterproof in and of itself. So you do not have to have a waterproof housing. Um, Shoots 4K. Now, excuse me, I normally only shoot in 1080p, but the Brave 7 LE is awesome. Now, if you want to go even more budget friendly, they've got the Akaso EK7000, which is basically their baseline. And if I'm not mistaken, it's around 50 or 60 bucks. You have to have a waterproof housing in it, but it shoots really good video. So if you wanted something as like a starter camera, it would be something I would think about. I've actually got the EK7000. I've got one of those set up in my truck as a dash cam. I have two. I have a black one and a silver one, and I have I think the black one set up in my truck as a dash cam. So, but yeah, Cam 18 off will get you 18% off on their website. Link in the description below. And I was just fixing to make a post about that. I had it on my phone. I was fixing to make a post the next day or two about that. So thank you for bringing that up. But yes, I love a Casso. Now I've never used GoPro, so I can't say comparison to GoPro. I've never used the DJI one, but I've used a Casso and I've used a couple other like kind of off brands. They see my videos of my action cameras, so they reach out to me and say, "Hey, will you review this if we send it to you?" So I've done a one called Wolfang, Wolfang. That's the review that I'm editing now. That'll be coming up soon. And I've done one called Icebox, and I've done one called iZeeker, and I did another one, but I think iZeeker and the other one, I think neither one of those actually are on Amazon anymore. Um, so I quit really using them in my normal usage of action cameras. So I like using action cameras for a couple reasons. I'm not snowboarding or kayaking, but I'll set them up a lot of times because I do all of my videos outside. So I'll set them up occasionally to do like a secondary angle, stuff like that. We just went down with some friends to the coast last weekend and went out on the boat. And so I took the one that I was reviewing, the Wolfang, I took it out with me. So that one, I'm gonna put that footage in a whole nother video. And so instead of just the review, I mainly review the camera. So I'll do a second video showing some of the footage. But if you're gonna be around water and doing stuff in water, I would just personally, I would recommend the Brave 7LE. Um, that's just my thoughts. So, um, let's see. All right, so my notes were hijacked by my wife before she left earlier, and I'm gonna read this verbatim. Let's see. I think it would. And I say that because my EK7000 I have set up as a dash cam, it's literally attached to my windshield. So it's not getting the AC when it's blowing. I'm in South Georgia, so it gets hot here too. Maybe not as Texas heat, but um, it's sitting in the sun, and I have had zero issues with my truck sitting in the sun, getting in, cranking up, and turning it on and using it. So I don't think heat would be an issue. So, but I'm going to read this note that my wife hijacked my notes list and wrote. I'm going to read it verbatim, and then I'm going to add to it. But she wrote, "I would also like to thank my sponsor for tonight's short film. Short film. Shout out to my beautiful wife." So I am going to say thank you. Me and her talked about um, trying to come up with nights that I could do live streams, and it it has to work. Like I said, we have 4 kids. We both have jobs, and it had to work around that. And so we basically agreed on Thursdays, and she was like, I kind of told her, I said, I can't do it too early because there's people on the West Coast that won't be able to watch. So we agreed on 9 o'clock, and she said, I'll take care of the kids on Thursday night, so you can do that. So huge shout out to my wife. A lot of us, a lot of us guys wouldn't make it without our wives. So thank you to my beautiful bride. I said that. She didn't say that. I read what she said. All right. So teamwork makes the dream work. You are very correct, Andrew. Um, I say that a whole lot because we are a team and we wouldn't make it. We wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it individually. All right. So next thing I have to talk about, you saw it in the title, blenders. I skipped over Gerber. We'll get back to Gerber. So blenders. So I am an affiliate for Blenders. Prior to becoming an affiliate for Blenders, I was a customer. Um, let's go ahead and put that up there. Thanks, Trey. So prior to becoming an affiliate for Blenders, I was a customer and thoroughly loved the sunglasses. All right. I've done a couple videos, couple reviews on them. I think my first review, I wasn't even an affiliate at the time. And this was one of my first pair of blenders. These are called Miss Hannah's. The names are in the arm right here. So when it comes to blenders, this style has a name, but the different colors give it different names, and that's what it's referred to. So this is Miss Hannah because it's got pink arms and the color of the lenses. So these are like ski goggle style, but anyway, I digress. The reason we're going to talk about them tonight, I don't know if you can really tell on here, but there's some coloring going away. So they got wet. I cleaned them, and it's just kind of some of it. I mean, it's not like physically now wiping off, but when I cleaned them, it was wiping off. Um, I agree, Andrew. It is very tough trying to keep up with all of that, and you are very welcome. I'm gonna keep trying. That's what I'm. That's what I can say. I'm gonna keep trying. So the other pair I have is called Stormation. Now you can easily see the discoloration on the lenses on those. I know you can see those. These are called Stormation. These are very similar to Miss Hannah's. However, Miss Hannah has no frame on the bottom. The Stormation does. They've got a frame on the bottom there. And then my newest pair are called Red Tundras. And check that out. That happened this weekend. See that coming up. Um, so I wasn't sure. I'm an affiliate, but I wasn't sure what their warranty is. So I called them. I picked up the phone. I called Blenders Tuesday, and I said, "Hey, here's the deal. I've got 3 pair of sunglasses. The coloring's coming off the lenses. I wasn't sure what your warranty was, but I need you to make it right." And the woman was super. I wish I would have remembered her name. She was super helpful, super friendly. She goes, "Okay." She said, "How long ago did you buy them?" I said, "I can't remember." She said, "All right, well, let me search by email." Or she asked me if I had an invoice number or a order number. And I said no. So I gave her my email. So she pulled it up. She saw where I had placed the order for the red tundras, and she asked me if I had the other two with me to tell her the names because I couldn't remember the names. And I told her no. She said, "Okay." She said, "I'm gonna send you an email. When you get home, take pictures of the lenses and take pictures of the name so we know which ones they are. Take pictures of that and send them to us." And so I got home, and it was probably about 5:30 my time. They're on the West Coast, so I took pictures of all three, sent them to them. Within 20 minutes, no joke, within 20 minutes, had an email back that said these could not be replaced because they were over a year old. Their warranty is 1 year. These could not be replaced. Um, I had a new pair of these on the way, and this pair is sold out. And said if I want replacements, to pick in this price range, pick another pair of glasses. So I picked a new pair and emailed them back. Within 15 minutes, I had order confirmation email, and I had um, the next morning, I got Wednesday morning, yesterday morning, I got shipping confirmation. They were supposed to be here today, but they're coming FedEx. So I have no control over that. But it is FedEx. They're coming FedEx Express, not costing me a dime, but I'm getting replacement sunglasses. Now, the other thing, these, they're too old for warranty replacement. So she gave me a discount code to get 25% off if I wanna get a new pair to replace those. That is customer service. That is amazing. Yes, Andrew, the red tundras are awesome. They actually have these with they're red tundra because of the color of the lenses, but they have some other ones that are like blue lenses and all that. So they have some really cool glasses. Um, my wife, they have a bunch of women's sunglasses as well. My wife has a couple pair, and so yeah, she's got a pair that stuff's coming off. I told her, I said, "Well, you got to do your own warranty. I'm not doing it." But yes, I love blenders, and like I said, I was a customer prior to being an affiliate, but I love. I was so upset because I wore these. I was somewhere like on a trip, on a vacation or somewhere, and these messed up, and I was very very upset. But they have like the ski goggle style. They have aviators. They have like kind of this style. I can't hold on to them. They've got like metal frames. They've got a bunch of different sunglasses to choose from. So go check out Blenders if you haven't already. So I'm a huge fan. I wear them all the time. I've got another pair. I think I featured them in a video. They've got another pair that they released last year. Something just fell. Last year for the 4th of July. They were called Red, White, and Blended, I think. And they were a little bit different frame style than these, but they have the arms are red, white, and blue American flags. They're really awesome. And I think I featured them in a video because I looked to make sure they still had them, and they did. So, and they run sales all the time. Let me see if I had nope, I don't have any kind of sale for them right now. So, if I see a sale from Blenders, I will put it out on Instagram, Threads, all that kind of fun stuff, so you can go check it out if you're interested in getting a pair of Blenders. So, other than just chit chat, it looks like who was it that said they had a pair of Blenders? Let me go back up. Who said they had a pair? It was way above our beardal conversation. Somebody said they had Blenders. I can't remember. I can't find it all the way up. Anyway, um, do you have a pair of blenders? Comment below. Um, what style do you like? You like the ski goggle style, or do you like just the regular style? So, all right. So the next big thing I had to talk about, other than just chit chat, was I've got a new product. I've got a new Gerber knife that I'm going to unbox for you guys. I'm not even going to do like a long form unboxing video. I'm just going to unbox it for you guys. So this is the Gerber Arm Bar Scout. All right. So I am an affiliate with Gerber. They reached out, um, told me, "Hey, we've got some products." Um, I lost my Army issued iPro over a year ago and never replaced them. I love my now. I've gone with sunglasses. Uh, I've worn Costas. Uh, Back in the day, I wore Oakleys. I worn Costas. I wore one pair of Costas for probably about 12 10 to 12 years, a pair of Costas before I replaced them and got a new pair. Um, but so anyway, Gerber, they reached out to me. I'm an affiliate. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, here's some new products, but here's some stuff we want to see what you want to talk about." So I looked through the list, and on that list there was only one item that I had already used, and I have, and that is the Gerber dime. So I sent back and said, "Hey, the only one I've used is the dime," and so they said, "Okay, well, we will send you this one. This is the Arm Bar Scout in burnt orange." Not a big sunglasses fan. Does that mean you don't like big sunglasses or you don't like sunglasses at all? All right, so we're going to use the Hybrid X to get into this. Um, so let's get and try not to cut myself. Let's see. Never done an unboxing on live before, so this is new. Let's get into this. Okay, put that to the side. All right. And I glanced at it when they sent me the list. I pulled them up and looked at everything, but I don't remember which one this one was. Let's get that over there. So this is the Arm Bar Scout. Trying to figure out which way my camera is angled. All right, so now let's see if I'm gonna put the Hybrid X to test here. Cutting zip ties without cutting myself. One down. Oh, there we go. All right, so zip ties out. Throw that over there. All right, so this is the, what did I say it's called? Arm Bar Scout. Burnt orange. So we've got one skin that is burnt orange. We've got, oh, I thought it was textured, but it's just imprinted. All right, so what all, I'm not looking at any kind of books. We're just going to try to figure this out ourselves. It looks like it's got a lot of stuff. Let's see. So we got a big blade. That out. Be sharp. One big blade on this side. That's all over here. Now, let's figure this out. Oh, that does something. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a lot going on here. All right, does that lock that? Okay. Now, I don't know what this is. I'm fixing to hurt myself. Oh, scissors. Okay. Got scissors. There's no, I guess there's an internal spring, but we got scissors. What else do we have? It's tight. I can tell you that. So we have a can opener and a bottle opener. You know, we need a bottle. I'm trying to figure out which way to do this. All right. So we've got our scissors. We've got a can opener, bottle opener on this side. Anything else? Oh, there is. So we also have a saw. And I'll have to look to see what that little guy is. It looks almost like a, I don't even know. And then this is some kind of lock. Or is that the bottle opener? I don't know. But this little guy here like pivots. Let's close this up before I cut myself. Like locks and opens. So there's that. I like the scissors. I'm gonna go ahead and say I really do like the scissors. They've got a little tension bar in here that holds that. So, and then I think you have to do this to close it. I don't know. This is gonna be an experience. Yep, you have to do that. You cannot close these scissors with them in position. You have to reverse them and then close it down. So it's got a pocket clip or belt clip, and so yeah, I'm gonna carry this for a little bit. It's a little bit thick for something to just hook on your pocket, but it's got a little bit of everything. You got a knife, you got scissors, you got a little saw. So I like this. So we're gonna test it out. I'm gonna give it a good run, and then I'll be doing a video of this pretty soon on the channel after I give it a chance to really see what it's capable of. Very all-purpose. That is correct. It did look like it has a lot of functions, and I guarantee you there's something I missed. Um, I'm glad to see, and I may have just missed it, but I'm glad to see it doesn't have a keychain loop. That's what I'm glad to see. Of course, it's going to have a bottle opener because what EDC tool does not have a bottle opener? Every one of them, in case you didn't know. And so yeah, the night. I mean, it's everything's tight, which is new. I get that. Um, but the blade is a lock back as well. So there's that. Most knives like this, it's not a lock back. It is just going to cut you. But this is a liner lock with the lock down under it. So that is really awesome. So yes, Gerber Gerber did some designing on this one. I can say that. So we're gonna give it a good run. So the two small Gerber multi tools that I have, I've got the Gerber dime and I've got the Gerber splice. So the splice has scissors, the dime has pliers, needle nose pliers, and they're both phenomenal. There are things that one has that the other one doesn't. So it's kind of like, which one do I want to carry today? I'll take some, Trey. You gonna deliver it? Yes. Lockback makes this a huge win for this knife. Let me hop over and see what it sells for. Let's see. Gerber. Still can't remember this name. Armbar Scout. Armbar Scout. All right, so let's see. On Amazon. On Amazon right now, it is $38. So, and it says it's a 7-in-1. So let's see what it says. Sticking with whiskey and beer. All right, so it says it has seven. It's a 7-in-1 multi-tool, 2.5-inch blade, hammer. Where the crap's a hammer? I mean, are they just saying it's solid enough to use as a hammer? Let's see. Give me the list of options of what it is. All right, stainless steel frame, 2.5-inch plain edge blade, spring loaded scissors, can opener, saw, bottle opener, pry bar. Um, that didn't add up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or missing something. They count the pocket clip. They always count the keychain loop as a function. So I wonder if that's what they're counting here. One listing said hammer, and I just thought about what this other thing could have been. So let's get it out and look. Tell me if I'm wrong. Oh, this is a lockback too. Wait a minute. No, it's just really tight. It's almost a lockback. So on our saw, we've got a little indent right there. If you can see it, let me try to get some. You see that little hook in there, or little? I wonder if that's like a hook puller, like if you're fishing, get in there and so. But it's tight. Um, it's not a lockback, but it is pretty snug in there. It has pretty good teeth on that saw. So the only thing I wish it was a little bit easier to get each function out, but I can see why that's not the case, just because just because they got a lot packed in those little package. I just want to know what this is. I guess that's the bottle opener, but I don't know where they're saying the pry bar is. But so we're gonna play around with it. All right, arm bar scout from Gerber. Check it out. Um, I think I went ahead and put a link to it. I did not. I thought I did. I thought I put a link to it in the description, but I did not. So we're gonna review it, and then we will put a link to it when we do the review. So, all right. Well, let's see here. What else do we have to talk about? We've talked about Gerber and blenders. We talked about the giveaway, but I set my minimum at 15 people in the live stream to do the giveaway, and we have not got there. So, um, I guess we will postpone the Grand Trunk giveaway to next week, and we'll try to promote it some more and try to get 15 people in here. Um, but go check out my website. I do need to do some updating. It is a little bit outdated, but it's got some pertinent information and links and stuff like that that you can go check out some of the stuff that I've reviewed. All the beard companies, that part for 2024 is not up to date, but everything past is there. So you can go see what all of you different companies. Um, so the website, I had to switch platforms. I was actually using HostGator, and then they hit me blindsided on a Sunday night, telling me they were charging me an exuberant amount of money, and nope, stop. So I'm running my website on Google Sites, and it's a clean platform. I like the way it looks. It did take me a lot of work building it from scratch, but we have a website, and it was a whole heck of a lot cheaper than HostGator. So if you were in the market of creating a website, I will suggest going Google Site Direction. They did sell out. Um, Google didn't sell out, but Google Sites, they sold them to something else. And so I've seen no changes yet. So hopefully that stays. Thanks, Trey. Um, I got a little bit of updating to do. It's not necessarily been at the front of my agenda, at the top of my agenda, but it's on my radar to spend a couple hours in there getting it up to date and fixing it. Thinking about starting a little, which I'm doing my podcast, so I need to get that, which I've taken a little bit of a lull on that, and but I'm gonna get that back going. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to link that over to the website. So if you're on the website, you can access the podcast. And I may start doing some form of maybe a short blog or something. I don't know. There's access to do that on Google Sites, so I may try to do that. But anyway, but like I said earlier, we went out last weekend. My wife and I, we left the kids with my parents for a little while and her parents for a little while, and we went to the coast with some friends and went out on a boat. I took my drone and I took my action camera that I'm working on the review for, the Wolfang, and got some pretty awesome footage from the drone. But but yeah, it was fun. It was a good weekend. It was good, just kind of a reset, relax. I'm working on trying to get my commercial license for my drone so I can actually put real drone footage on YouTube. I can't do that because I'm monetized and I don't want to get fined. That wouldn't be good. I don't make enough money on YouTube to pay the fine. So, childless vacation is cool. Sometimes, yes, it is. It's glad to come home sometimes, but um, and sometimes they're not long enough. So it's kind of never know which way they could go. This one was kind of in the middle. Like I was ready to come home, but I was kinda hoping could stay one more day, but, um, I was kinda upset we didn't do any fishing. All we did was just ride on the boat, but we rode. It was pretty. It was a nice weekend. So, there's that. We get those childless vacations every now and then. Uh, my wife and I went on a very, I'm gonna say, spur of the moment cruise a couple months ago, and, uh, and that was a nice little getaway, reset. It was just us 2. This past weekend, we went with another couple, so it wasn't just us 2, but yeah, gave us some folks to hang out with. Um, played a little cornhole and rode on a boat. Let's see here. And I'm trying to keep, which now I have my website, and I've got some links in there, but I'm also trying to keep my Smart Bio. If you're not sure what Smart Bio is, it is basically a one-stop shop for links. So I have it linked in the top of my Instagram. I have it linked in the description of all of my videos. I have it linked in Twitter, um, or yeah, X and TikTok. So you can click that if you find me on any of those platforms. You can click on that link, and it will pull up just a drop down of links, everything from my website to merchandise, to the other social medias, as well as some of the companies I'm affiliates with. So, like blenders, there is a link to blenders in my smart bio. I agree 110%. Um, helps keep our sanity. Yes, agree 110%. But in there, you'll also find links to We the People. This is the We the People holster T-shirt. Um, blenders, every all sorts of stuff. Now I don't have all of my affiliates in there. I just have the main ones. They're the ones that I wear or use a lot. That's what I have in there. Nomadic box, stuff like that. They're in my smart bio. So if you're ever looking for something, um, go check there first and see. As I've told a couple other people, I have affiliates with companies that I've never reviewed before. They've reached out and said, "Hey, you want to be an affiliate?" And I was like, "Sure." Um, and I've told this to a couple other people. If you want to help me and my channel, and you're looking at purchasing something online, reach out to me. Hey, are you an affiliate for this? Because some of the affiliates or some of the companies give us like discount codes and sales and stuff like that behind the scenes. And so just because I'm not promoting them on YouTube doesn't mean I'm not an affiliate for them. So if you want to help the channel, help me grow and get better equipment or whatever, and you're looking at purchasing something online, shoot me a DM. Hey, are you an affiliate for this company? And I'll let you know, and I can give you a code or give you a link, whatever, and you can go from there. Um, affiliates, if you're not familiar, as an affiliate, it doesn't change. If you click my link, it doesn't change your price. Your price is still the same. That company just gives me a little bit of nickels for me sending you there. Um, so, um, so that's all affiliates are. It's same with affiliate with Amazon. It doesn't change your price that you pay. It just gives me a few little peanuts for sending you there. You clicking my link and going and making a purchase. So, and it doesn't do anything if you click the link just to get there and you don't purchase. It doesn't affect me or you. So, but I also have um, in the description in all of my YouTube videos. I don't know if I have it in the smart bio. Thought I was gonna cough. But I have a thing called Buy Me a Coffee. It's a link, and it's kind of like a GoFundMe for creators. So you can go in there and make a monetary donation to creators. I learned about it from another creator. I don't even remember which one, and I looked into it. I kinda liked how they had us set up, so I signed up, and I have that in all of my videos down below in the description. So, but I'm not saying that just for me. I'm saying that for you guys. If there's a content creator that you like and you want to support them, there's so many ways that you can do that, even without money. Um, Watching videos, liking videos, sharing videos, hitting subscribe, all of that kind of stuff, and it definitely helps. Hey, bud. Well, thank you for hanging out, and thank you. Uh, I hope you and your family have a wonderful evening. We'll be back here at 9 p.m. next week, so come hang out with us again. Share this. Let some folks know about the live next Thursday night at 9 p.m. Because if we can get 15 people live at one time, I'm going to give away a hammock and 2 tree straps. So that's been what I've said all along is I need 15 people in the live at one time. So yeah, share it out, let people know. But yeah, take care, buddy. Thank you for showing up. So let's see what we got here. I'm looking forward to testing this new Gerber knife out. Let's see. What? All right. Now, I got a little ways to retirement, but but I can see that I will probably be doing the same, which I I don't get a chance to watch many of the other creators like live streams just because of time restraints, but that's just that's just because I'm busy. But what's up? Is it Ollie? Just bought the Picasso 7000. Um, you can try to. I did a video. I've got a playlist, action cameras. In there, I have a video about how to check your Picasso's firmware. So even if you just got it, you still need to go in there and check your firmware. And I would also start with a clean new SD card and format that SD card when you put it in your camera. Um, that's going to definitely make sure that you're starting on the right page, and then also make sure you have the most up to date app on your phone. So there have been times where mine gave me issues, and I've got an SD card reader that I can plug into my phone. If it gave me any problems, that's just the route that I went. But um, yeah, hope that helps. Thanks for tuning in. But I've gotten to where I don't get to watch, like I said, I don't get to watch many of the other creators live streams just because of their times. Um, but uh, I've gotten to where I've looked up a lot more how-to videos, things that I need to be doing. Like, hey, how do I how do I do this? And so, and then I go down a rabbit hole watching other videos. Um, my truck's in the shop, and I just looked up a video on if I could fix it myself and save me about half the money. And I definitely went down a rabbit hole. This guy's got a huge playlist, and the part that is messed up in my truck, it takes a lot to get to it. And he's got a video literally of one video of each step that you do along the way. And I invested a lot of time just to go, yeah, I can't do that. I can't. Got a new SD card with four. Yeah, make sure you format it in your camera. When you go in your camera and go into settings, it'll give you an option at the very bottom to format it'll just say format or format card. Do that, and then, like I said, make sure your app on your phone is up to date, and then uh, the video shows how to. You got to look down. There's a certain way you go in settings to find the firmware and to check your firmware. And I think you just go watch the video because it's been a little while since I did that video, so I can't remember 100%. But you'll definitely have to be hooked up to Wi-Fi for that. So I think you have to be hooked to the app to do the firmware update. So, so what are you, if you're still here, Ollie? What are you going to be using the Akaso 7000 for? Are you a kayaker, a fisherman, a hunter, a skier, a snowboarder, a skateboarder? I don't know. I'm just gonna be using it to play around. Because I use mine for a little bit of everything. I mean, I don't do all the extreme sports, but I mainly use my cameras for like secondary angles for my YouTube videos, and I've used them hunting before. And I've got an EK 7000 set up for a dash cam in my truck, which I don't know when I'll get back. So if anybody has any connections with GM, let me know, and not just like a service guy. I'm talking like high up. So it would be greatly appreciated. But all right, so I think we hit all the points. I don't know who all's still with us tonight, but let's go down the list. Talked about our setup, our mic, our board, our camera. Um, talked about our socials. So make sure you're finding me and following me on Twitter, on TikTok, or excuse me, X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Um, we talked about Andrew. I'm just doing kind of a run through because I think I'm fixing to be calling it. But we talked about what's in beard. So if you're watching this after the fact, let me know in the comments what's in beard. We talked about it. Go scrolling up in the comment. You'll see we had a long conversation about what's in beard. Nomadic Box, their update. Looks like we're not doing the Grand Trunk giveaway tonight. I tried to promote it out. And I get it. I've never done live streams until a month ago, and the algorithm's not always in my favor. So hopefully, those 7,800 subscribers that I have, half of them have their notifications turned on, and they got a little notification. So maybe next time they'll be able to tune in. Um, let's see our new knife, and I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm definitely looking forward to testing this bad boy out. Um, Old Dog's beard oils. We're gonna cross our fingers that they're just taking like a little temporary hiatus and they're coming back. So blenders, I hope I'm gonna do a full length video um, talking about their return policy once I get my new ones in. So I don't know when that'll be, but but that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna do a full length video. Awesome, Trey. That means you've got that bell clicked. So um, and I try to tell people that in the videos, but then I don't want to be like pushy, but I want to be like, hey, at least if you click this bell, you get notified when the video goes live or when I go live. And if you're interested, you can watch it. If not, you don't have to. So, um, but yeah. So coming down the pipe, we've got the Wolfang action camera review coming soon. I'm closing out, finishing up the editing on it, and then we've got what else? I got something else. What else? Let me look. Let me look. I got a new holster from We the People. So let me talk about We the People for a minute. We the People holsters. When I became an affiliate, they had a thing called We the People Elite, and what they would do is about monthly, maybe every other month, they would send me an email as well as everybody else that was in the program. They would send us an email and say, "Hey, we've got a new campaign," is what it was called, and they'd say, "Here's what we need. Now, you go in and pick what you want." So it may be a campaign about their beanie hats they had. Well, you go in and pick one of the styles, and here's XYZ that you need to do: Instagram post, YouTube video, whatever. Well, they cut that out, and they've changed up their affiliate platform, how they do it. Um, so they're no longer doing like the monthly stuff. So I got a new holster. I purchased it. I purchased the new holster. So um, I've got that video. Still working on editing. I filmed it, but I'm not done. And if you are interested in We the People holsters, whether you want apparel, whether you want holsters, whether you want jerky, whatever you want that they have, there is a discount code. I will type it in. I have a link in my description. I also have a link in my smart bio. If you use that link and you use this promo code, you will save 20% off if you spend $150 or more. That discount code will save you 20%. So, since I was already talking about um, We the People holsters, we'll throw that in there. Um, so, what I'm going to do before next Thursday is just in case, well, I'm going to do it anyway. So, what I'm going to do is before next Thursday, I'm going to go through all of my companies that I'm an affiliate with and see what kind of promotions they're running, such as We the People holsters and Deals 20, as well as blenders, or not blenders. What was the other one I did? Um, Picasso. So I'll do that, and then we will discuss, and I'll put them out there for you guys next Thursday. So if you're interested, that will definitely get talked about next Thursday. So, like I said earlier, I've got a lot of companies that I'm affiliates for that I just don't promote. Um, but yeah, just became an affiliate with Blackbeard Fire Starters. So I'm hoping to get my hands on some of their stuff pretty soon so I can test it out. But I've heard a lot of good stuff about them, and I've followed them on Instagram for a very long time, but um, I've just never used anything. So So in the description, I have links to Nomadic Box, We the People, Acaso, and Blenders. Um, the Acaso link right there is going to take you to their website, but below that is my Livestream setup, and that Acaso link will take you to Amazon. So my entire setup is less than $200 when you talk about board, microphone, and camera. It's it's less than $200 setup. So if you're interested in starting a live stream, a podcast, or whatever you want to do, there you go. 200-ish dollars. All right, so I'm gonna sweeten the pot. So for you guys that are still here, this will give you a little motivation to share it, and let's try to get 15 people next week. So let me get this microphone squared away. Get me squared away. So on top of the Grand Trunk starter hammock, I'm also going to include with it. It's not going to be two different giveaways. The Lucy light This is the EMRC, which is the emergency. If you're not familiar with Lucy lights, they're inflatable lights. Um, and that's what it looks like when it's inflated right here. And let me see if I can open this. I've never even opened this one. Let's get tape cut using our Gerber Private X. Oh, I should have used a new knife. All right. So whoever gets this, it's going to be open, just never used, but it has no charge right now. But it is a solar inflatable light. So this, you blow this up, this inflates, put this in the sun, and you get power. But you can also, it has three. Let me see. I can't remember. I think it had three different modes. Um, Charges in 8 hours in direct sunlight. Lasts up to 7 hours on low setting. 5 modes. Ooh, that's small print. Low, high, 1 second flashing, something else flashing, and red. So, like, that's why it's called the EMRC. It's emergency. My internet provider, I am very rural. I have a small company local to me, but I have fiber, and I do not have. Right now, I'm hooked up wireless. Is it laggy? I think there's a little bit of delay just from me using StreamYard to YouTube, but I don't know if it's laggy or just uh, what. Let me see. Let me do a speed test. And where I'm at, I'm actually hooked up to a Wi-Fi extender, so that may, if I'm laggy, that may be why. A really good connection. Let's see. I am. Let's finish running its test, and I'll show you what my what my speed is. I'm very rural. I'll tell you that. And they, where I'm at, there is basically a few internet options. Most of them suck, and one of them just, or the local one, just ran fiber, and so we've gotten fiber probably about a year ago, and it is worth every single penny. But right now, I'm running 109 download and 142 upload. So if I was downstairs and closer to the main modem, it would be a lot faster than that. But right now, I'm pulling off of a Wi-Fi extender, and so it kind of slows it down a little bit. But it's still really good speed. I love fiber. If you get an option for it, get it. We tried. Um, oh, which all did we try? We tried AT&T wireless modem. We tried. What's the one that's satellite internet? Starts with a H. I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, internet. HughesNet. HughesNet. That's what it was. And it sucked. And they try to get you telling you can get free data. Um, but that free data that they offer you is from 2 a.m. to like 5 a.m. So it's useless. HughesNet. Yep. It was useless. And it it was cheaper for me when we realized that there's a better option. It was cheaper for me just to continue out contract versus paying my way out of the contract. It was, yeah, it was just bad. So, but we've tried AT&T, HughesNet. We tried something else, and it was kind of a bust. But yeah, this one is just a local where I'm at, and they're really trying to do um they're really trying to get further out with the fiber. Yeah, so with Usenet, when we had it, I couldn't even watch a football game on my TV. We don't have cable; we stream everything, and so we cut cable, and we are like, "This is cheaper to do this." And then when you have an internet that doesn't work, I've heard about Starlink. Oh, excuse me. I've heard about Starlink, but not from anybody that I know. I've just seen it online. Um, and now fiber, we're paying more for fiber than we did for any other internet provider, but we get the speed it counters, and there's way more pros than there are cons for paying that extra money for fiber. The only thing I need now, because cell phone service where I'm at sucks. I mean, it's bad. So the only thing I need now is I need a um, November 23. All right. Well, I don't need it now. um, but yeah, like I said, I've heard of some folks that, or I've read about it and heard how good it's supposed to be. But the only thing I need now is I need like a little, like the Jackery box. That way, if the power goes out, I can still plug my modem in because fiber it's underground, so I wouldn't lose internet as long as I had a way to power my modem. And so when power goes out, cell phone service sucks. At least I'd have a way to check the weather and see if I need to hunker down. So we had when my wife and I bought this house, we had Verizon cell phones. Verizon sucked here. So there was an AT&T tower not terribly far, but closer than the Verizon. So we switched over to AT&T. AT&T worked really well for a little while. And out of nowhere, they built a Verizon tower, probably as the crow flies, probably about 10 miles from me. And when they built that, it AT&T service went to pot. So then we switched back over to Verizon. And even though we're that close to the tower, service isn't great. Well, I looked up Jackery prices the other day, and it's going to be a long time before I get one. Because even the cheapest one was out of my price range. So, but they've got them all the way from this big to like powering your house. But I just need something small to give me probably a couple hours of juice. So I would be able, like, I could turn it off, turn it on kind of thing, not just run it 100%. But like if the power goes out, being able to see, hey, there's a tornado nearby. We need to hunker down or whatever. So, all right, Trey. Well, I think I am fixing to knock off and go get in the bed. We lose power, uh, not as much as some of my neighbors. I don't have anybody right next to me. They're ways out, but there's people around us that lose power more than we do. When Debbie came through, we lost power, I think a total of 3 times, none of them longer than about 2 minutes. So, but anyway, well, I am fixing to get out of here, guys. Thank you, both of you, for tuning in and staying put. And I think that is all we have to talk about. So good night, Andrew. Good night, Trey. Good night if you're watching this after the fact. Um, yes, thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the comments. If you weren't already there, I'll see you in the next video. So until next time, stay bearded, get outdoors, and God bless.